We are going to be reacting to Tectone again. Because he's talking about Genshin Impact. We have some others on the list as well, on the docket here. As you see over here, we're going to be watching some other things as well, some Asmongold as well, and we're also going to watch Muhammad Badi. I don't know, I'm probably butchering that last name, I apologize. But that was interesting one to watch. It's an art video. It's about art, so drawing some art while watching or reacting to some art. So we're gonna start with Tectone.
A content creator that I don't think I've ever reacted to before. They're usually making topics that I don't really feel like getting myself interested in. However, they're stepping into my world. And actually, for the first time in a very long time, I'm seeing a little bit of controversy in their like to dislike ratio. 10%. Very interesting. Are we living in the Gooner gotcha age? Well, hi. Tectone here. Professional Gooner. How about I weigh in? Let me give my opinion on your opinion.
To Squarespace for sponsoring this here video. More on them later.
Squarespace sucks. Okay. I don't even know what the fuck they are, bro. I'll be real.
Yeah, I haven't used Squarespace. When I did have a site that an actual website with like multiple pages and everything, just like Squarespace, I was using Wix instead. So I can't say that they're good, but I can't say they're bad either. So, but they seem to always be the ones to sponsor creators, unlike Wix. So I don't know.
I don't know if you heard, but in Genshin Impact's newest nation of Natlan, we only have one male 5-star character. Kanich. That's it.
Yep.
All the other characters are women. Oh my god! No!
Okay.
Oh my god!
No! Oh my god! We only have ugly ass Jaska. We only have incel bait Mawika, Zitlali, and her crush on Traveler. Jesus Christ! When will we get good characters in this goddamn game?
Why are sexy women not good characters? You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's fine. I feel like people freak the fuck out over nothing, man. Like what? All you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Y'all are hypocrites. You want me to tell you why? Because all y'all motherfuckers say, oh, we want more women in the games. We want more women in the games. It used to be all dominated by white men. Oh, so now we make everybody a sexy Asian female. Now y'all got a problem. So which is it, Obama? What the f y'all want?
What?
I don't even think y'all motherfuckers know.
Like male characters, for example. Why aren't we getting more male characters? And every other gacha is like this too. You can't throw a stone without hitting a hot woman, okay?
Who cares?
I mean, Yinlin from Wuwa, all the other ladies from Wuwa, Jade from Honkai Star Rail, everyone and their mama in Zenless Zone Zero, all of these games have been reduced to waifu bait, incel bait, Gooner material. What happened to the men, to the quality? We won't get men, and we will only ever get women characters because gacha games are just inherently misogynistic.
This
Is she? She's not saying this, is she? No, I don't think she is. I think she's just repeating what other people are saying. That's what I'm hoping.
is surely a joke. This is surely.
That's what I'm
has
saying.
to be a joke, guys.
Wait a minute. Have you guys noticed something? And by something, I mean women. And by women, I mean boobs. There are a lot of heavy hitters in the gacha space as of right now that command the airways of the internet. We've got Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, and Zenless Zone
There's a lot.
Zero. There is
Yep.
something always happening, either within these fandoms or like amongst the games themselves, because
Sure.
we are always fighting for some reason. And God, we are miserable as a people, okay? But
Yeah, that's because people expect pandering to their mental illnesses. Right, and I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm not a bad person because I don't want to pander to whatever your illusion of reality is. It's just not my job. Okay, I don't care. Right, I'm gonna live here in reality, and you can choose whatever to do to you, what you want. And are we gonna fight? Probably, but it's just not my job. I'm not your parent.
what do all of these games have in common?
No one
Besides 3
is-
out of the 4 of them being owned by Hoyoverse.
Other than
But
your actual
all
parents.
4 have a lot of women, a lot of
Sure.
hot women,
Oh,
and
that's
guys
why.
too. What does this mean? Is the existence of too
My
many
laser
hot female
tools
characters bad for
needs
these
to be
games? Is the
changed.
rumor
No.
true that Hoyoverse is scaling back the amount of male characters they have in their games in order to make more money? And if that's true, does that mean all of these games are Gooner games? The horror of it all. What is a Gooner game? Can I say that on YouTube? And are we living in the age of Gooner Gacha games? GGG. Or Gooner Gacha, GG for short. Well,
Hey, I'm gonna be real, man. Gotchas have always been for Gooners, and they've never been anything else. It ain't my fault that these people are too dumb to get it.
Let's find out, shall we? Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is E, as in an exceptional woman lover. Certified. I have a badge, if you'd like to see it. And welcome to Twit, or That's What I Think, a series on this channel where we talk about the recent internet fandom tomfoolery, and we have a little chit-chat. Happy 2025 and Happy New Year, by the way. I am super excited. New year, same me. I like the way I am. I don't want to change. I need no fixing. So why don't you...
I feel that. I don't... It's like, there's a few things I want to do, like, to maybe improve myself, but not change. No, I'm good. I'm all set.
ring in the new year by hitting that notification bell. Do you see what I did there? And also by hitting that subscribe button and liking the video. It's free and it's at the top of your New Year's resolution, so might as well just get it out of the way. Subscribe to EA Social today. Did I sell it? Did I sell you on that? All right, and with that, let's go. Hey Slay, it's a new year. New year, new you, and new goals. And if one of your goals is to cook up a...
Let me just get this out of my system. Yes! Girl! I love me a confident woman!
Okay.
Yes! Queen! Slay!
Oh my god.
Got out of my system.
delicious website to promote your talents, share your ideas, or sell your products, then
I love Squarespace. Use code ASOCIAL for 10% off. It's linked in their description. Go check it out.
Go.
Yes.
in the description to save 10% off
10%
your first
off is
purchase of a website
huge.
or a domain. Make sure to use my code EISSOCIAL. So
Amazing.
they know that I sent you. This is an awesome deal, and I am super stoked to work with
True.
Squarespace again on this. Always an honor.
Yes.
So happy New Year, and get
is
that
social.
free website you've always wanted.
Get
Thank
it,
you again so
guys.
much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video.
Get it.
I love you.
Love
Okay,
you
back
more.
to the video.
Amazing. Okay, here we go.
What doth a Gooner gameth maketh? Yes, so if you don't know what Gooner means, well, I think I can say it on YouTube. I sure hope
There you go. Here's a definition for all you people that need to know what this means.
I don't get shot for saying it, girl. But to explain this to you, let me have the most credible source in all of academia spell it out to you. Urban Dictionary says a Gooner is, quote, one who is completely and miserably addicted to the demonetization symbol. That's crazy. How are you doing there, bud? Hi, how are you? It's been a while, but a little bit. Yeah. No, I'm not saying anything crazy. No. I'm keeping it, you know, cute and PG-13 as we usually do on here on this channel. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Yeah, Happy New Year, by the way. And say hi to the kids for me. Okay. Yes. Where were we? Gooner. Well, yes. Let's just say it's a guy, typically, by definition. Though it really should not be gendered. Who really enjoys
No,
the
it
human
shouldn't.
body's anatomy in a prolonged way. Excessively, one might add. I'm not saying the word, but you get it. Okay, you get it. So, when a game is accused of
A gooner is somebody who just masturbates a fuck ton, and it usually is taking over their life.
Fair. Very, very fair.
being a Gooner game, then that means the game has overly sexualized female characters. Butts are shown or boobs jiggle a little too much, and the designs of the characters are not to appeal to the hardest of gamers, but to appeal to the hardest of gamers. Other
That's
words
me.
that could be used to refer to these types of people are incels, basement dwellers, feel like I'm saying slurs right now, or games could be called incel bait or waifu bait, meant to bait in men, typically to drool over their favorite waifus. The games thus have no substance. These female characters are faces who happen to be attached to a voluptuous rack. They have no personality, only butt, and the gameplay is fun.
Why do motherfuckers have an issue with sexy women, but they say that people like Goku, you know, people with biceps the size of mountains who can shoot laser beams out of their fucking hand and destroy galaxies, are
Because he's a man. He's a male. That's why. There's a difference here. It's like if you like men, if you like men and men who are of Gooner material, it's like there's no problem there. That's no problem. If it's a female, that's a problem. That's a huge problem. From what I gather.
perfectly normal when a hot woman is seen as something that could never exist, even in anime. These people are so dumb it hurts.
I guess, but the main appeal of the game is to get men drooling, right? To get them to take out their credit cards and swipe for those women. So when a game has too many hot women, it starts to get the name of Gooner bait, incel, waifu bait, what have you, whatever. In Genshin Impact, for example, Natlan is its newest region, and a lot of people on the internet had the realization that so far we have pretty much been introduced to the majority of the Natlan cast. And
Sure.
that means there are a ton of 5-star women, but only one 5-star guy. So when people started to realize how female characters were taking over, it soon hit the press that this is because Genshin is now a Gooner game. I had some people in my comments, hey guys, asking if I knew about the rumor that Hoyoverse is only releasing female 5-star characters because their active player base numbers are suffering and hot girls are bringing the guys and the money. This is bad because if a game is only releasing pretty ladies, then that is dismissing the female portion of the player base, and it is also entirely so men can drool over them and the substance of the entire game falls through the floor. Because we all know too much women ruin everything. They ruin games, they ruin.
I think a lot of people would be shocked to realize that women like to play as hot women, just like men like to play as hot men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what? I don't understand the problem here.
Also, lesbians exist. And I promise you, the amount of people being like, oh
True.
man, these women are too hot. I can't play the game. If that's your stance, you probably weren't going to play anyways.
Ruin my life, took away the kids.
True.
Okay, that's the thought process. This isn't just Genshin Impact, by the way. It's the gacha space. It's been an accusation thrown at the general gacha space, I have noticed. Female characters with big boobs and no personality is what the internet, or at least the loud people, think is what is commonly happening amongst these games. If you couldn't tell by my
I mean, I don't know if I can think of a person who has huge tits and no personality in these games. They usually have pretty good personalities, but
They say that as
yeah,
I'm drawing
I mean,
the chest.
I'm kind of wondering
Right
what
now.
you're talking about here. You showed Black Swan as your B-roll, and I'm no Saint Tontas here, but that was a pretty bad target for your B-roll because Black Swan's a very, very interesting character.
my sarcastic tone throughout this entire beginning of the video, I don't agree with this thought process. So in order to fully explain my thoughts and my opinions on the matter, because we care for some reason, let me explain some instances and arguments made about certain characters in all of these games. So something horrible happened with the Genshin character Sitlali, and everyone is freaking out over it, honestly. I've been asked several times by some of you guys to talk about.
Holy shit, bro. Are you going to say what your opinion is? Like, I'm sitting here, it's been 10 minutes, and I still don't even know what the person making the video thinks. I guess I can't even fucking tell if they're baiting or not. How do you...
Fair.
This feels like a dog.
I don't, it's...
Hey, guys, how are we feeling about Genshin Impact? Bro, we're there for your opinion. Say it, man.
About it.
Say it.
Sitlali, in my opinion, okay, she is so cool. She's so cringe. I adore her. She is this super old, sometimes cranky, wine lover girl failure who's insanely powerful as a person, who many revere and even fear, but who also stays inside all the time and is socially awkward a lot, okay? Queen is so real. Queen never cry. She's real. She's just so real. I love her. Her dynamic with Ororon is very sweet. She took him in under her wing after letting him almost get sacrificed. Long story. And she sees him as a grandson, given their huge age difference and familial type of dynamic. He calls her granny.
Chat, I need to watch this video because I need to know what they think about these games. I need to know what that side of the internet is thinking about these games. I alone will bear this cross. I'm going to get through this whole video. Okay? We're going to watch the whole damn thing.
And she calls him idiot. It's all very sweet. But in a recent
And we're
event,
here to
we, the
react to
Traveler,
it.
have to help the two find the soul of this stupid random guy, literally NPC behavior, and bring his soul back to his body. When you f around and find out and your soul gets detached, hate when that happens. In this event, we got some cool lore drops for Mardivari, forgot how that's pronounced, and some fun mini games that I loved. I don't think people liked it. I like a good puzzle. What can I say? Anyways, towards the end, the Traveler has grown quite close with the Natlan cast, and the player character, which would be you in this case, offers to read some books with Sitlali sometime. Being the huge romance novel nerd that she is, she blushes at Traveler's suggestion, and her dialogue in English gives off the impression that either she thinks Traveler is making a move on her and she's freaking out over it, or that she's so socially deprived, she is embarrassed by any kind act from anybody.
Hot takes that Lolly is the best character from Natlan. Yeah, and she's also hot as Yep, I'd fuck that old hag 100%.
I understood it as
God.
the second one, but it's also cute to interpret it as the former. The
Some water.
animation for this reaction does not change very much depending on which sibling or which traveler you choose to play as. So she has this blushing reaction with both Lumaine and Aether, or with the female MC and the male MC. The only little difference is like her mouth being opened or closed, or her eyebrows being more upturned with Aether than with Lumaine. It's honestly not that huge of a difference, to be honest, as you can see here. She blushes and freaks out and says the exact same thing in both instances with both the guy and the girl. Though, somehow through the internet, as it always seems to happen, people
Hey, I'm just surprised that those lines are voiced, man. 90% of Genshin Impact isn't.
got the impression that Citlali only blushes if you are playing as Aether, but doesn't when you play as Lumaine, or the girl character, suggesting that she is interested in the traveler, but only if the traveler is a guy. A straight woman? In Genshin Impact? Honestly rare. Honestly a rare occurrence. We got a lot of sapphics in this game. It honestly is.
What the fuck do you mean straight women are rare in Genshin? Via what inclination? Oh no. Oh god, does she think her headcanon is reality? Oh my god. If I were to click on this channel, is she gonna tell me? Is she gonna tell me why Malvika is a lesbian? Surely not. Surely not. There's no way. There's no way. How Infinity Nikki celebrates girlhood. Click yes to make them straight. Are they queer? A queer-coded game. Oh, God. Oh, God. What have I gotten myself into? Okay. All right. Hey, listen, man. Here's my opinion. Every character wants to have sex with me and wants to have sex with anybody and anything that is willing to spend $300 on the video game to get them. Yep.
A rare
I
occurrence,
mean,
if that was what was insinuated. This caused quite the uproar on the internet, as it does. Fans
Yes, chat. All of the adult men and all of the adult women want to breed me. Or me breed them. I'm not gay. Listen, all I'm saying is, has any guy really gotten fucked hard enough to know that men can't get pregnant?
accuse Citlali of becoming just another dumb bitch in the Aether harem, reduced to fan service and is a sign of the times. With this specific scene and the ongoing speculation that we're not getting any more male 5-star characters, the title was thus born. Genshin is a Gooner game now. Citlali is now just fan service. Her great character is thrown out the window and into the trash. All of the not
Hey, I'm gonna give a hot take. Just because this character wants to suck Aether's dick doesn't make him a bad character, man. It makes him a more relatable character. You know what I'm saying? It's a great character.
females are fan service. Malvika with
cares?
her Gooner tracksuit, Citlali with her crush, and the lack of guys is due to the fact that Hoyoverse wants to make money, and the Gooner fan service route is the way to go. This is disrespectful, misogynistic, and yet another reason to hate Natlan, etc., etc., etc. Sighs, moan, groans, okay? So that is the argument, that is the thought process. Again, not my thoughts. I'm not with y'all on this one. Don't take that out of context. Those are not my words. I rebuke that thought process. But Genshin is not the only one being
Then what are your thoughts?
accused of this. So let's talk about the others. Wuthering Waves, the Genshin killer, as it was first called on debut, and the game that people
Gathering
always have to
Wives.
praise whenever Genshin Impact pisses them off. In my opinion, it is an honestly awesome open world gacha. I really like it.
is.
One of the story quests pissed me off, but other than that, like I really like the game. Kalkaru, call me. I really like it. I'm looking forward to the next update. But when people wanted to attack Wuwa when it first came out, because everybody was comparing it to Genshin, Gooner bait was one of the main accusations. So when Wuthering Waves first debuted, everyone saw the character of Yinlin, for example, and how
Yup.
fine she is. And a lot of people, honestly, me included, we dismissed her
Sexy as
character
fuck.
as just another Gooner character, and we called it a day. Why? Everyone saw the character of Yinlin, for example, and how fine she is. And a lot of people, honestly, me included, we dismissed her character as just another Gooner character, and we called it a day.
People actually, oh man, this character's too hot, so I can't like him. Who the f? Oh, she's too hot. She's probably garbage. And then say Kyle Charo and say, yeah, this is fine for the beauty standard of men.
She's literally
8
just
pack
here.
Abs, 2% body fat, looking like fucking Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, man. This is the one that's normal. You all know why motherfuckers get so pressed over a character being hot in a video game? Because their ass is ugly as fuck. Hey guys, I'll just say it. I ain't never seen a hot woman get upset about a hot girl in a video game. I've never seen it. And I wonder why that is. They usually say, oh my God, they're so cute.
wiped our hands of that and moved right along. Kept it cute, kept it moving. People were saying pretty like horrible things that Wuwa
Yeah, I guess
has
so. I
to
guess he's
pull
right.
out the Gooner characters because they're desperate and because they wanted to stand a chance against Genshin. They got nominated for Best Mobile Game of the Year, though they didn't win. Genshin wasn't nominated either, but Wuwa was nominated, so I don't think they have to rely on that. Well, yes. Yinlin's ultimate animation. It's time to wrap it up. It's a lot of movement. Hi. They looked at me first, okay? It is very suggestive. And
Wouldn't do that shit in real life if you got them titties and the same thing will happen. Yinlin can't help that she got fucking Triple J Mega Milkers. That's just what happens, bro.
Oh my god.
You see fucking Billy the Kid bending over, breaking his back in half, slapping his big voluptuous ass. Even in this same video, you say, yep, that's normal. The moment a bitch's titties jiggle a little bit, everybody loses their fucking mind. Goddamn, bro, it's called physics. That is what would happen.
those titty physics do not play around. But let me sit you down and tell you a story, young one. When I started playing the game, I said offhandedly to my mother, shout out to E-Mom, by the way, what's up? Thank you for birthing me. I told my mother about how I didn't plan on pulling for her because she's just some hot woman who was made for guys to look at and gawk at, so I don't want her. E-Mom looked at me and she went, huh? My mother said, who cares? That doesn't make her any less of a character. I went, oh.
True! There you go. Hey, your mom's not bad, man. Learn a thing or two from her. Who cares? Oh, they made the bitch hot. Who cares?
I just got destroyed by my own spawn point, by my own flesh and blood.
You want
She
her to
really
be
said,
ugly?
yeah, your fake feminist viewpoints suck ass. That was terrible of you to say. I was, gagged me a bit. This happened months ago. I still think about it. And ever since then, I have been contemplating hot women in gacha games. And if being sexualized or being sexy is such a huge crime. Like, yeah, Yilin being hot as hell and having boob jiggle physics doesn't take away from her story as an orphaned, almost manipulated into some freaky doll cult. Yeah, who is morally questionable at times, but works as an officer because she
Is
cares
the
so
world
much
healing?
about the right thing and about justice. She was raised
Yeah.
in such a cult by this weird guy, and she had to find her own mind about things and her own opinions about her life, and she had to figure out her heart of gold that was buried underneath all of that weird she had to grow up with. Holy schmoly guacamole, what a cool character. I really liked her story. I really like her. I
It was
honestly
great.
wouldn't have even played her story quest if I just sighed at her boobs jiggling and decided to forget or dismiss her character entirely. She was hated on a lot, but I think people saw
Holy
how
fuck.
hot she was and then didn't give her a chance or even put in the effort to actually read up on her character, which is a common.
Yeah, okay, that's dumb. I'm sorry, that's dumb. Oh, I don't, this character's hot, so I'm not gonna fuck that. Who cares? It's like, okay. Fucking game, bro.
common thing that happens, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Her mom's right.
ugly
Who
bitches
cares?
may
It doesn't
not
really
get
matter.
this. These hogs may not get this, but attractive women exist.
Yep.
And with makeup, implants, and surgery nowadays, it's easier to be a hot bitch than ever, man.
I'm glad I did wish for her. She's still an amazing support on my account. Her and Kalkaro go crazy. And also, Jinji, we love Yinlin in this house. Heart emoji. I love you, Yinlin. Please call me. Oh my god. And now we gotta talk about
She's busy tonight and for the next 3 weeks. Yeah, so, yeah, you can go ahead. She won't respond to your text message. That's my girlfriend, guys.
all right, there aren't an abundance mentioned, of guy characters, but I really, really, really love the writing of all the characters in Honkai Star Rail, and I think people take it for granted sometimes. I do think the pacing of the main storylines kill me, and I think that's for, like, every gacha game. But the characters themselves I find to be some of the most interesting characters.
The pacing of Wuthering Waves is completely fine. The pacing of Zenless Zone Zero is completely fine. Honkai Star Rail is a little bit slow, but honestly, 3.0 has been slow. However, it's slow but good. Cool things are happening very consistently, and I think people are over bitching it. However, Genshin Story sucks balls.
Period. I love my women in HSR. I'm a little late to this conversation and to this party specifically, but I think it's a good time now to talk about it because I think the character with the most Gooner bait allegations towards her in Honkai Star Rail is Jade. I've been meaning to
Absolutely.
spit on this topic. I've been meaning to talk about this for a second. So if you don't know, Jade is
Get
one
it.
of the 10 stone hearts for the IPC, the Interastral Peace Corporation, which is just space capitalism, purest form. They almost seized Belobog, a whole planet, by the way, a whole planet, because the people of the planet couldn't pay off their debt from hundreds of years ago that the present generation didn't even know about. So the
I miss Topaz.
IPC is an organization that I think is just evil incarnate. Hey, I just think they're evil. I actually want to do a whole video on
The IPC, in my opinion, really isn't that bad. They just want their fucking money. Right? They're like corrupt, but they're really not that bad. Like the IPC really hasn't done anything that horrible. It's kind of like, hey man, we're gonna get you into debt and force you to pay us back. Hey, it's what it is.
the IPC and the discussion of morality with them and the characters that make it up. I think it's really interesting. I love characters that make it up. So let me know if you want that video. But Jade, being one of the 10 stone hearts, means that she...
Bro, they have slaves? Well, yeah, but the only reason why they're slaves is because they owe them money. You see what I'm saying? Like, if they just weren't stupid with their money, they'd be fine. I'll be real, slaves are everywhere. Just go to McDonald's. You'll see tons of them running the fucking restaurant. That's all they are, man. You know, they're just wage slaves. It's the fucking truth.
She's one of the biggest honchos, one of the higher honchos within the IPC, so she's important. But when Jade herself was released...
They enslaved planets? Oh, well, then just be better. Right? What I'm saying is, like, okay, so you're saying that they're, like, horrible, be-all, end-all, right? What they're doing is they're enslaving planets and then saying, do your job and pay us back, and then you have your freedom. You know what I'm saying? At least there's an end goal. All I'm saying is, you know, there's, like, people like Griffith out there who, like, do way worse shit. You know? Like, they're not really that big of a bad guy. There are much worse bad guys out there. You know what I'm saying? Anyways.
I mean, fair.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be real, man. What the IPC does to Bellabog isn't really so different than what Hoyoverse does to their content creators. So, if you think the IPC's bad, you also got to think Hoyoverse is bad. You know what I'm saying? So really, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
We found out that her entire shtick as a character is, hold on, let me check my notes. Right, she is the literal devil. Her whole gig is that she signs contracts with people and takes a huge part of what makes them them in return for granting whatever wish they desire. It sounds a little familiar. Selling your soul to the devil, anyone? Literally, she has snake motifs wherever she goes and her ultimates and what have you. And her splash art is literally her reaching for an apple that is in the mouth of a huge snake while leaning against a tree. Hey, Garden of Eden, anyone? Hey, that's Satan, by the way. Hey, she's Satan. Jade HSR is Satan. Praise be. She's morally very questionable and is one of the head honchos of the IPC. She's the devil. Her trailer was delicious. One of my favorites, okay?
I still don't know what her opinion on all this.
There. And there was so much to deconstruct.
She hated, she not
her
hated it?
guys
Like what?
and sitting on their backs and went, oh my god, no! Not another Gooner character! Oh, for the love of... Bro, she's just for the Gooners. HSR is so flopping. They just had to make her sexy. Oh my god. Let's throw her whole character away. Okay, so because she weaponizes her sexuality and expresses it in a dangerous yet alluring way. We're just gonna throw her whole character away and call her a Gooner character because men are gonna find her hot and that makes her trashy. Her whole thing is being the twisted embodiment and danger of temptation through like lust, greed.
You know what, man? I mean, I can understand the 10% dislike ratio. This is her awakening to realizing that these people she was attempting to defend are actually the problem. This whole video is saying there's nothing wrong with making sexy characters in a video game. She has pivoted. She has become awake to the bullshit. Her mom saved her life.
Gluttony. Hey, quick question. Yeah, when are we going to stop letting men factor in our decision for how we feel about women? How is that in any way like feminist or like a good thing? How is it that a female character is only valid if she is modestly dressed and or modestly behaved? I don't think.
Yeah, I'll be real, man. As a proud feminist myself, every woman that I hang out with, I say, hey, man, if you want to be naked, you can be naked. I fully support your decision. Absolutely. Because it's so empowering to shed all the shackles that bind you and just show the world who you are. I think if you want to express yourself by wearing as little clothing as possible, I think it's very powerful and I think it's very moving. I think it's great.
We want to think like that. I don't know. I think
I would undress for you, Techie, says Sarah247. Okay, real quick. We have the age filter turned in on chat, right? It's 18 and up. It's 18 and up here in chat, right? Obviously, you can't watch this stream unless you're 18 and up. That's a dude? Yeah, you're right. I'm 21, but a dude. Okay. Prove it, man. Hey, my DMs are open, brother.
Jade's character is handled so well.
Brother.
I really like her. Same goes for Yinlin and for Sitlali. I don't think if a woman is sexual, it is inherently something bad. If she's just boobs with no personality or characterization or writing, then yeah, that's a problem. We should be up in arms because that sucks. And poorly written female characters are an issue. Sexual ones aren't. The same tale plays out with ZZZ or Zenless Zone Zero. And honestly, it's probably the worst case out of all these gachas we've talked about so far. Everyone calls it the Gooner gacha game of all time because some of the designs are voluptuous and
Have these people never ran into women who are sexy who use their looks to get what they want? Have they? Because that's like a real thing that women do. Same thing with men. These people fucking exist in the world, and there's a lot of them. I mean, I see, bro, dude, sexy ass women be throwing themselves at me nonstop because they see my ass, Gooner, millionaire, bald. Proof, guys, I shit you not, 5 of them did this shit to me last night. They said, "Oh, don't worry, I'm different. I don't trust nobody." I'm like, reverse Donald Trump, man.
Reverse Donald Trump.
Brother.
Jesus.
oh boy. Do things jiggle. Do things jiggle, girl. Nicole, one of the first characters we meet.
I shake my
well,
head.
let's just say that they got a mind of their own. And then Jane's trailer released. And of course, she was called like the final boss of the Gooner characters. She moves very seductively. She is very flirty. She does some freaky shit with that police officer, mouse woman or whatever. And we all like, yeah,
I'll be real, bro. I yoinked to that trailer, bro. I'll keep it 100%. That bitch is hot as
gay. Like that was crazy. Can we play a clip of that scene of that trailer?
I don't want to step out in disguise, right? Besides, an honest, brave, cute little public security
I'm trying to forget this trailer exists.
Fair peek.
Why?
No, absolutely not. Tasha, your tail touched me.
Oh, did it? I'm just turning off your body cam.
Yeah, I'm trying to forget this thing existed.
That trailer was wild. I'm gonna tell you that. Give me 14 more of them right now.
Spectacular. Give me 14 of them right now.
She was like yet another example of how ass ZZZ is, and there are barely 5-star guys, and it is the most Gooner game out there. But is this a safe place? Can I tell you something? God, Jane is fine, man. Oh, holy schmoly. That woman is fine. Please, I just want a chance. Can you imagine? Don't let me think about it. I think she's like evil or like morally gray. Like she uses her sexuality to be a criminal. I don't play the game. I don't know if that's honest. I don't play the game, but that's what I got from the trailers at least. And honestly, in my book, hey, 10 million points to her. Love that. I think she is so hot. I found her so attractive and interesting as like this criminal character that I actually almost downloaded
Here's a hot take. I think Jane is one of the best written characters in all of Zenless Zone Zero. And all of the big 4 gachas as well. Her story quest was fucking amazing.
the game to play just so I can get her, just so I could like find out more about her. And mind you, I'm playing like 4 gachas right now, so that's quite the commitment. Then, you know, people online were calling her a crazy Gooner of all Gooner characters, and I was like, oh, am I gross? I don't want to be gross. I don't want to objectify my women, but let's talk about it, okay? So out of all of these instances, what do we make of it?
Hey, as a man, I'll be real. I am perfectly happy being objectified. I'm just going to be real. I mean, speaking for the men. If somebody wants to see me as a sex object, they're more than welcome to, man. Come into my stream, bro. Say how you came on a photo of me today. I don't care. I think that shit's funny.
This.
Oh my god.
I have to tell you guys something. It's wrong for me not to, but a Gooner game? It's not any of these games. Just having like hot characters and maybe some risque characters doesn't make it.
How do you objectify a 2D character? Yeah, I know. They're objects to begin with. Man, I can't believe you objectified Jane Doe, a PNG in a video game. Isn't that so bad? Jesus.
Bad? A Gooner game? A proper one, a historically, biblically accurate Gooner game, is a game centered entirely on the nasty. Like, all you do in the game is, like, I don't know, like, level up nasty? Honestly, I don't know, okay? Like, I'd imagine it's just an interactable, explicit video. Like, that's a Gooner game, okay? Games with hot characters, with exceptional world building, awesome game mechanics, super fun gameplay, and a gacha mechanic is not a Gooner game. Sorry, you guys are just kind of dramatic. Just a little bit. I'm happy to say.
Good for her, holding her audience accountable. Look
Yeah.
at that, man. Okay. Good for her, man. Good for her. She might be saved.
I don't have too
She
many examples
might be
of real life
saved.
Gooner games. Happy to say that I don't have them off the top of my head, but I do have screenshots
Holy
that
titties!
my friend sent me. And whoa, help! Hi, can we do a comparison between that character and Yinlin? Yeah, here is the difference. Yeah, that was crazy. That's actually insane. See, I don't know why would anyone want to play that. Like, it just don't seem like it's not realistically proportioned. It's just like not even fun at that point. You know, like at some point, anatomy is so exaggerated that it's just like funny. Anyways, I think.
Because it's hot. And you know what's funner than playing a video game? Playing a video game and jerking off at the same time. Yeah, that shit's hot as fuck.
think there is something missing when people in these fandoms claim that too many female characters is misogynistic of the game, because hot women mean objectification, and objectification means the male gaze, and that's bad, so I'm gonna hate her.
No, if you want to see a game that objectifies women, then play Brown Dust 2. It's a great game. You know what? Let me go ahead and get demonetized real quick. Let's see if we can find it. Yo, chat, what's the name of that character?
So you're gonna demonetize me? No.
The one that gets electrocuted. Here it is.
Okay, well, at least they're not showing it on the.
Yep. Now.
Do I want to know? What's Sultry? What's going on? I just saw you chatted in. When was that? 46. I'm sorry, I just saw your message. Or did you just chat in? Oh, we chatted a minute ago. What? Why is it not showing up on my thing? That's weird. I showed my other chat that's being hit right now. Anyways, I'm sorry. How's it going, Sultry? Let me get you a shout out real quick. I'm gonna move my shout out thing around.
You're breathtaking.
Why you're not on my auto shout out? You should be in my auto shout out. I need to fix that. I need to burn it note to myself to fix that.
That is a good game. Yes, sir. Man, I'll be real. I'm like
Yes, sir.
half chub right now, man. That shit is fucking awesome. Okay? Hail Brown does too, brother.
Without like thinking too much. It's like so close, but so far, you know, like it's kind of baffling, the thought process. And you know what, guys? I get it, because I used to think like this too. Because the reason why this claim and this decision and these arguments are being made is because, you know, yeah, popular pop culture media, whatever, it does not have stellar track record of handling female characters with respect, period.
Hey, good for her, man. She grew up. That's amazing. This is what happens when you turn 20, by the way, guys. You stop being retarded. Good for her. This is awesome.
It's just with respect. Just using
I
them for
love
like
seeing
eye candy
character
on
growth.
screen or objectifying the shit out of them. If you can replace a girl with a sexy lamp and the plot of the fictional piece does not change at all, you know you failed, brother. I know the past we have all lived through, and I know how poorly women are treated in fiction, oftentimes. So yes, it is super hard to shake the instinct of seeing a hot woman on screen and feeling like she is being objectified, she is being sexualized. The male gaze and objectification is a thing, and over
Hey, we tracking lesbians exist, right? So that male gaze shit is bullshit to say, and it's rooted in sexism. We're all tracking that, right?
sexualizing female characters just to sell them does happen a lot. Female characters aren't treated with respect. It's taken a long time for female characters to be treated with respect, and still, you know, it still flops at times. And that's just like the reality most of us have lived through the popular.
And I'll be real, this is a hot take. You know what really sexualizes characters in video games even more than them being hot? Getting me to like who they are, right? So if all your definition is makes these characters attractive, well, if they're hot or I like who they are, I'm gonna be attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? So this whole argument is just fucking stupid. And to be honest, it should be the same thing for men. Men and women are equally sexualized in video games, especially when these people, they're so fraudulent, they're so full of shit. Okay, they're telling me that in the game of Wuthering Waves, because Yinlin is hot, that this isn't sexualized. Yeah, this fucking skin bodysuit with rippling hard abs and fucking cock cleavage isn't fucking sexualized. Same thing with Gian. Full rippling abs, exposed skin, sexy ass pecs. Like, come on, man. Just admit that the men and women are equally sexualized in this fucking game. Yeah, we had Scar with a dick zipper, bro. Come on.
Content that we've consumed.
God.
So I want to make it extremely clear that I'm not saying that doesn't happen. And I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
I mean, yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Men attracted to a hot woman is bad because I'm ugly and fat as fuck and no man wants me. Not that big of a deal. And I'm glad at least E is waking up this fact. Hail Ease Mom. That's great.
Happen in this game. I'm not saying it doesn't happen ever. I want to tell you that it is an issue, okay? Don't twist my words, weirdo. But at the
Right.
same time, I feel like when a female character is introduced in Genshin, Wuwa, HSR, ZZZ, what have you, and she is very sexy and maybe wearing risque clothing, the anger and hatred is directed at her instantly without like getting to know her or like looking into
True.
it, like at all. It's this act of very quickly reducing her to her appearance and
True.
sexuality and
Yeah, get to know your anime characters before you call them the Antichrist.
complaining that she is everything wrong with these games because that means she can't look a certain way or it's offensive. And if there are too many of her, she and all the other women characters are Gooner bait. I feel like we lost the plot a little because in our fight against misogyny, we just end up reinforcing misogynistic thought processes, thinking you are
Congratulations! She gets it!
They're only made for dudes to enjoy. without
Nice,
actually learning
dude!
Anything about
She gets what we've all gotten for fucking decades, man. This is great.
them, wanting more men to appeal to.
I wonder when more women will realize that feminism wasn't supposed to be rooted in male hate, and it was supposed to be rooted in empowering women. That's
Yes.
another crazy talk that we get to have later. That's what's great. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe 2026.
To you as a woman, it just all seems super hypocritical. Hating a girl character like Citlali for showing interest in Aether while also cheering on when Lenny, for example, was super into the Traveler, when Xiao is one of the biggest Traveler simps in this game and cheering on that you're so excited for that. But when a girl has a crush on maybe the guy Traveler, it's like the worst thing ever. It just kind of
Yeah, it's called angry gay people, and they're annoying as fuck.
makes no sense. Like, why is Xiao and Linny treated with so much respect? Like, when Linny was flirting hard with the Traveler and
Just remember, gay equals good, straight equals bad. There's even people on the internet calling people straggots. That's a legitimate word I saw today. I was called a straggot. It's supposed to be the straight version of fat. That's the new slur going around on the internet. Imagine that shit. One of the
crazy.
dumbest things I've ever fucking heard, bro. Legit is so brain dead, it's insane.
and given the Traveler, no matter your gender, rainbow roses and everything, and it was pretty like obvious that Linny was like, you know, trying to get with Traveler. Everybody was like, let's go, bisexual king. But when Citlali blushes for both Aether and Lubain, but everybody took it as only Aether, it's, oh my god, her entire character is out the window. She's just fan service now. Like, the thought process just doesn't make any sense. And also, even if Citlali only blushed with Aether, God forbid a woman has a crush on a guy. God forbid. That shit.
I wonder if they realize that straight women having crushes on straight men is how the world has human beings on it. And here's the thing, guys. You kind of need straight women and straight guys to make sure that we don't go extinct as a species before the gay goes into the water and infects all of us, and then all, surprise, surprise, it's 2200 and we're all fucking dead. All right, let's just be real, man. I think gay dudes are great. I think gay women are great. I think straight people are great.
I agree.
I think it's fine. I think it's great. You know, but like, let's just be real, man. One of them isn't above anything else. Who cares?
Shouldn't be a huge.
And honestly, I'll be real. To all you straight people who don't like gays, y'all should be grateful. Okay? Because when your homie, when your friend is gay, that's one less dude you got to compete with to get your ass a girlfriend. And then when that super hot chick is lesbian, great. Now you know you don't got to waste your time.
Deal. It's like a female character has to only exist in the most particular, correct way to be taken seriously and to be like tolerated, like not even liked. She has to dress modestly. She has to act modestly to be a good character. And also we have characters who only simp for Lumain, for example. We've got Ningguang, who sent a rather flirty letter to Lumain and didn't really to Aether. And we all know the famous Jet scene where Jet wanted Lumain bad, but did not have the same interaction if you were to play as Aether. So we know there are characters who prefer Lumain. So I don't think it's a bad thing if Citlali only blushed for Aether and likes
Straight equals bad. Gay equals good. Black equals good. White equals bad. Welcome to the internet.
Aether. Citlali being straight and
Sadly.
having a crush doesn't strip her of her awesome character. I feel like that's not okay because, like, oh no, a girl likes a guy, now she's nothing? What? I mean, if she looked like the examples I gave earlier and then she had no personality other than liking Aether,
Hair
then
equals
boo,
good.
boo.
Bald equals
But
bad.
did you forget who she is?
True.
Citlali's one of the baddest bitches in Nonline. Come on now. Did I lie? I personally love the female characters in Genshin. I talk about that way more in this video here. Go check it out. I like the video a lot. It's fun. I don't know if I've changed.
How the fuck people calling shit lolly a lolly? Are people so goddamn dumb it's ridiculous? It's like people trying to pretend that Venti's a lolly. Brother, shut the fuck up. He's a twink. Bro walks around drinking alcohol 24/7. He's just a gay twink boy, man.
Changed my opinion since that video, so it'd be cool to watch to get more thoughts about this topic. But it's my belief that the writing in gacha games suffers and can suffer because I feel like the format of gacha
Yeah, bro goes to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, man. He's about as adult as you can get.
doesn't really allow for stellar writing. But I do dislike it when people reduce a female character to her like archetype of, you know, just being the spunky girl or just the overworked waifu. There are more to each of these characters, and I feel like it's just mean to do that. And when a guy falls into these archetypes, he's celebrated as one of the best written characters and is deemed more interesting than the girls. Here's a tweet that is insane, by the way. This tweet's insane. If you guys know me, hi, by the way, I love Aito. Aito's an overworked waifu. That's just kind of like his thing. But I do dislike it when people reduce a female character to her like archetype of, you know, just being the spunky girl or just the overworked waifu. There are more to each of these characters, and I feel like it's just mean to do that. And when a guy falls into these archetypes, he's celebrated as one of the best written characters and is deemed more interesting than the girls. Here's a tweet that is insane.
Speaking of male characters, have you guys noticed that despite the lesser amount of males, they're usually not always more interesting as... Sorry, my fucking thing's in the way. More interesting as characters among girls. There are many playing characters who exist to simply be waifus, but almost all the guys are interesting characters. I don't know... I don't know if I have an opinion on that.
By the way, this tweet's insane. If you guys know me, hi, by the way, I love Aito. Aito's an overworked waifu. That's just kind of like his thing. So is Kaveh. Kaveh's overworked the bone, but people think that Kaveh's one of the best written characters in this game, which like work. If he was a girl, I feel like you'd just be reduced to overworked waifu trope. Ugh. You know, I love my boy Kaveh though. No hate.
He's just a sexy boy. Look at that hair. Look at those eyes. Look at that mouth. Look at that perfect slender body, bro. Am I gay? He really is just Cooper Bay, bro. But because you don't have a big pair of tits, people just forget about that shit.
I hate on him, okay? It just feels like you guys haven't even tried reading the girls' stories. Also, I want to take apart some other thought processes. People claim that there are a lot of women in Genshin or WoA, HSR, ZZZ, so on and so forth, because sexy women sell better. Well, that isn't entirely true, okay? In Genshin, for example, I went through Paimon.moe's statistics for every banner since launch, and I compared some banners. The highest I ever saw pulled for was, yes, Raiden Shoga, because she slays. And also, she's one of the best units in the game. But some of the second highest were guys.
Yes!
Like on first launch, Xiao, Ito, Aito, Kazuha, Wanderer, they were all some of the best performing banners. Not even mentioning Nouvellette, who is now one of the best DPSs in this game and who almost costed Hoyoverse a huge lawsuit when Hoyoverse nerfed him a little bit. The gamers were up in arms, okay? Some of the lowest performing banners are women. Emily and Chiori, infamously so. While also some women characters...
That's because Chiori fucking sucks and she's not hot enough. If Chiori had fatter lips, a bigger ass, and bigger tits, she would have doubled revenue.
did amazing. Like Hu Tao, Arlecchino, Farina, Yelan, Navia. Call me Navia. Please call me. Oh my god, please call me. Absolutely killing it. But from the numbers you see here on screen, from my humble observation, it seems like characters do very well based on their kits or how good of a unit they are. Of course, design and how hot the characters are plays a role. But like, men sell, man.
Yeah.
And so do women. If their kits are good, they are good and will sell. Also, you know what? We got some hot men too. Okay, Risley with the whole bakery, right? He's so buff. He feels like the most for the ladies, to be honest. Ito's got his tits out. Just saying, we got Lenny with that whole thing. We got Alhetham's tight ass.
Yeah, bro, we literally got Lenny in thigh-high stockings, which the more I look at, the more I'm just like, oh god, Jesus Christ, I hate this fucking character. That being said, his story was great.
Whole thing. We got Alhetham's tight ass shirt that is see-through. Like, why are your tits out? Scribe, what's going on? So on and so forth. Kelpie, my editor, everyone say hi to Kelpie. Kelp, can you please show the good people your favorite man in this game? I already know who the answer is.
Oh, JK.
Thank you, Kelpie. Guys sell, and they're hot too. Also, I'm not sure if you are aware, but there's a little game called Love in Deep Space. Big fan, by the way. Infold, please sponsor me, please. Infold, I'm actually begging you. Love in Deep Space is the Atome gacha game, and it is one of the best-selling gacha games right now. Like, look at this list. They're second. Okay, lads, Love in Deep Space, making money. They're making money because of those hot-ass men. Again, Zane, Silas, hit my line. I'm literally begging. Oh my god. It is because, you know, women make up huge parts of these gacha communities. I'm happy to say I'm one of you, lads, girlies, getting all those memories in the horror banner coming up. Trust and believe. So no, I don't think only having girl characters is because these games want to only make money, because men and women sell. So as long as there's hot guys and hot girls for men, you know what I mean? I've been contemplating the existence of sexy women characters in games like these, like the gachas, Genshin, Wuwa, ZZZ, HSR, and others for a while now, as you could probably tell. And I asked myself, you know, is the existence of a hot woman with big boobs really that bad? Or
Yeah, it's
are
awful,
we just
man.
constantly haunted?
Because I'm horny. And I
No.
can't fucking focus. And I just want to stop jerking off and I can't. My dick's always so fucking hard. And
Jesus.
I gotta do something about it. Because I can't go swinging that shit around in my home. I'll cause property damage.
By what men do in response to her that we hate. And instead of properly having a cool discussion,
Women do it too. Women do it too. Stop saying men. Somebody get this chick's mom on the phone. Women come way more than men come. You want to know why? Because women don't have refractory periods. And I'm out here, I blow my load. We come together, and I'm like, great, we're done. And then they say, go again, but harder. Like what? Like what? No, man. We're calling it a day.
about how women are portrayed in popular media, we instinctually dismiss her as being objectified, as being Gooner bait, and we get mad before thinking, before looking into her. And that thinking is what we are doing today. Yay. We get mad before looking into her story. And we use her as a way to prove how bad these games have gotten. I think that's ass. Look, hey, I'm gonna be honest. I would also like more guy 5 stars in these games. I don't want them at the cost of the women characters. I don't want the male characters by slandering the girls. You know? I don't want to bash the girls in order to hype up the guys. That's just not what I want.
True.
I don't think it's a very productive conversation. And I think it instills and perpetuates a pretty toxic mindset to shoot down hot female characters for the sake
Yeah, you got these bitches out there when you fuck them screaming, armed and dangerous again.
of female
Again.
empowerment. Because
Again.
you know, hot women aren't a bad thing. Sexuality
Oh,
is
God,
not inherently
Winter
a bad
Soldier.
thing. I
True.
don't think we want to be pests over every instance of sexuality in media, because sexual liberation is objectively a good thing. Okay, it's in my opinion. It's honestly
Yep.
something I think we should strive for. Because if we're so afraid of sexuality, of expressing it in different ways, I don't know, that just feels like conservatism taking over
True.
our
Agreed.
subconsciousness again. You know, sexuality shouldn't be something that ruins an entire game for you. You know, also calling a character
So
bad
true.
and gross because men will find her attractive is just like mean to queer
dumb.
people who are also
Just dumb.
attracted to her. You
Also
know,
true.
Hey, pan person here. I'm into the ladies. Hey, as long as the ladies are hot and the men are hot and everybody's well written, or at least put thought and effort into it, I will be present. I will be present at the function. Okay. I really think we just hate how men respond to or treat certain female characters that we lost the plot and started hating the female character's very existence. Hey, you know what? Hot women kicking ass with cool writing and personalities in my gotcha game? Sign me up. I'm there. I just think we're giving too much power to men. You know, we're let.
I think these people, it's not about what we're doing to men, okay? And I really want everybody to take a second. Stop worrying about what you're doing for other people and just start thinking what you're doing yourself. Not that hard, okay? Because if you just start realizing what y'all did, y'all are the problem. It ain't us. Because I'll be real, these people don't know what the they want. So they just say everything is wrong. It's so dumb.
Letting men ruin characters for us. We're thinking, oh my god, they're gonna take Silali and treat her like she's just another dumb in the Aether harem. Okay, some men are trash. Some are gonna do that. Why is it ruining the character for you though? Why?
Like me, I'm the man who does that. That's me. I'm the bad guy. I'm the bald guy who says, "Oh wow, new sexy character. I'm gonna jerk off of that shit immediately." And then I commission even worse AI porn of it. Yep, like 200, 250 images at a time. Say, "Yep, let me see Zany getting raw dogged. Let's get it going. I am the scum of them all, brother."
Why are we basing our opinions on women characters based on how men will view them or interact with them? I don't know if you guys know this. Guys find a lot of stuff attractive. Not to be gross, but hey, you know, a grapefruit could be warm enough, and some guys would be like wood. You know, okay, doesn't take much. Same for women or for any sexuality or gender. You know, like if you're into something,
I mean, I'd be fucking couches, to be honest.
you're gonna be into it. So I don't think it should be a crime for finding characters attractive.
I think any lesbian watching this video right now would find me their worst nightmare. I do. I think these Twitter lesbians would watch this video and I think they'd have an anxiety attack. Because they realize, oh my God, he's him. He's the guy I've been afraid of. He's the guy who's speaking my horrors into existence. Oh my God. He jerked off to Malvika. I need anxiety meds.
Hot characters should not be a bad thing. Crying emoji. Also, while I'm at it, actual Gooner games, there's nothing wrong with those either. Hey, we're animals, you know, just do it in private. Because if you are 18 or older and you aren't like a literal pedo, then enjoy your explicit stuff. Don't give it. Hey, I don't think we should.
Great.
It just creates a world of like super sex.
The world's
mindset,
healing.
which I just think is unhealthy. IMO. So no, we are not living in the Gooner gotcha age. So Sitlali is based. Yinlin, Jane, and Jade are hot. L plus ratio plus please subscribe. And well, that's what I think. I love.
Great. Proud of you. You know what? I'm going to give her a subscribe. Guys, if you like that video, you can go here and check it out for yourself. I'm going to check out the comments here. Let's see how they're going. E, love your videos. Always watch them. I love what you do, but I think you missed the point a lot with this one. The clothes on the women and the hair management aren't the main issue. It's another huge discussion. But the ratio of male and female characters. Genshin started with pretty okay ratio with many male characters, but over the years we have even less and less of husbando collectors who are pretty frustrated with that. I'm bisexual and I love some hot ladies, but yeah, I can totally feel the exhaustion of having another wife without a lot of content in the character. But it's very stereotype role. Okay, so anyways, this person's retarded, and that's the audience that they're pandering to. Not my problem. I'll let her deal with that. Great video. I'll see you on the next one. E, if you ever want to talk and come on the Gotcha Cast, would love to talk. Hit me up on Twitter DMs. Love you. Appreciate you. Great video.
All right, so that was the
Turned
stop.
out that
Stop. I was watching a little bit of this, and I was like, you know what? Let me react to this one. So that's why that's there. React to this live instead of like just regular. Yeah. So, anyways, that was Tectone. Go ahead and give that a like. Also, I'm gonna go check out E as well. I think she might deserve a like as well. I agree with Tectone on that. Go ahead and follow both of them. Whatever links will be in the description below.